started to do this video, I really didn't know what I was going to do. I mean, I could start by saying that it was for a class or for the purposes of just doing it so that I could get a good grade. But during this video, and like the many attempts that I've made at it, I figured out that people can use a little bit of knowledge from other people's past. So I decided that I was going to do my memoir for this video and share my past with people, let them know that just because you've had a terrible past doesn't mean that your future can't be better. Someone here lately changed my mind about that life doesn't suck just because your past did. So when I was in my early years before really getting into elementary good, life was pretty good. Anything I wanted was pretty much handed to me. Then once I got into third grade, we moved to another state, had no friends, had no idea what I was going to do with life. So then I started getting bullied from third through around 8th grade. Never had good friends. They always left at the first sign of trouble. Only time people really talked to me was when they wanted help with homework. And then at that point my grades slipped a little bit, and I started playing dumb in class because I hated to be used. And so then I had a few friends that decided to actually stick by me, and so then my life changed a little bit. And then after about 6 months, they stabbed me in the back and they just walked out of my life. Had no idea why. And at the same time, while all this was happening, my brother went from my ultimate role model to the guy that I couldn't stand to be around, because even at home I was being bullied with words, and I'd been told multiple times that my life wasn't worth it, that I should have never been born, should have probably never existed, that I wasn't a good enough brother, even though I'd done nothing to deserve hearing those words. But then around high school, I finally winded up getting friends, and then my 10th grade year, my first good friend that I had winded up dying in a car wreck because he made the stupid decision of drinking. And then on top of that, I was starting to do stupid things such as like dip, chew, and smoke just to get in with a friends group, because at that point I had no friends, nothing. It was a really dark time in my life. And so then I wound up like getting caught with all that, with my parents, got in trouble, was grounded forever pretty much. And then I finally found some good friends. They got me into church and stuff, and so then I went to church, started like kind of acting better, didn't really accept their belief, but I became a better person and tried to start living my life for a better reason. But then as life went on, things happened, and so then at one point in my life, around 10th grade, around the end of the year, I'd gotten to the point that I really didn't think life was worth it. So I wound up attempting multiple times by cutting and doing things. Nobody really ever noticed that I'd cut or anything, because it was in the most obvious place that nobody would look. And so then after that, I wound up getting sent to Pine Grove, and yeah, it's meant to help you, but in my case, I didn't really feel like it had actually helped me at all. And so, after going through that, I came back to school, and people all stared at me through a whole new light. I was the kid that didn't fit in with anyone once again. Everyone just looked at me as if I was this angry child that had nothing to offer. At that point, I wound up pulling my grades up and trying to fight for a better future, which, in all actuality, I didn't see. I'd fallen into multiple different friends groups. I just kind of started drifting between, and then I wound up getting accepted into show choir, which really helped my life. I fought to be the best I could at what I did. I would sing and dance to the best of my ability. And then, once again, my junior year, some of my closest friends wound up getting in a car accident, died without being able to do anything about it. And so once again, my life had started falling apart because the people that I knew most had just lost their lives over something stupid. Then, on top of that, I got better finally. People had put me in counseling and got better from that. And all of a sudden, my senior year, everything was going great. I'd gotten in some trouble, but nothing really serious. Then I had finally gotten through my senior project and stuff, even though I didn't think I'd make it. And then 2 weeks before graduation, my closest friend, that he was the greatest person you would ever meet. He would try and make you smile. It didn't matter who you were, and whether you had a crappy day or not. He was really fun to be around. He never showed that he was mad. He would listen to you, even if you weren't even worth it. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he just disappeared from class one day. And after lunch, the entire school was called to our auditorium to be told that because he had went through so much and apparently didn't think life was worth it, that he decided to go out to his truck and shoot himself in our school parking lot. There was nothing I could do to bring him back, but at the same time, my best friend had just left there, didn't say goodbye to me. And so, for the longest time, even now, I still beat myself up over it. It kills me to know that, I couldn't do anything to change that. And so, out of all this, I've winded up making wrong decisions here at USM and stuff, and I may have not made the smartest decisions, and I don't know if this is gonna actually help someone or not, but I'm still here, and I'm gonna try and make the best of what I have left.